I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks. And we are here today to talk about I Am Number 4, which was a really great movie. I didn't know if it was going to be a great movie. Thought maybe it would be an okay movie.
I didn't think it was going to be that good, honestly, because one of my sisters said, oh yeah, there's a lot of romance in there like Twilight. I'm just like, I don't really care for Twilight, so I don't think I'm going to go see it. But I ended up going seeing it anyways, and I was like blown away of how much action was actually in the movie.
Yeah, because the previews, like, there wasn't a lot to the previews, like the teasers that would show on TV, so I looked it up, on YouTube, and then I'm like, oh, that's more detail. But, I mean, they didn't show, like, a lot of action sequences in it, and, like, these recent commercials, they show, the romance aspect of it, so I didn't know exactly what to expect, but I decided I would give it a try anyway. And I was concerned with my sister, it was like talking about the romance of it, but it had quite a bit of action in it, and I really liked it. And the action sequences were great.
They were phenomenal.
They were so great.
Phenomenal. It was directed by DJ Caruso. He did Disturbia and Eagle Eye. And so, and he did a phenomenal job in this movie as well. Producer Michael Bay, so expect some action.
Yeah.
Because Michael Bay loves action, and he loves to destroy things.
The pace was good. It wasn't over the top and rushed. Like sometimes there's these action movies coming out. I'll just go ahead and throw Iron Man 2. I thought it had so much stuff in it that it was kind of good to just. I mean, if you're just looking at flashes and stuff like that, like ooh, something exploded, that's nice. But or even Transformers 2, I thought was really over the top. But this was.
It was done really good.
Done really
DJ
great all the way
knows
through.
What he's doing, I tell you. And the story. Some people didn't like. I heard some people, they were worried about the story. They thought maybe it was too cliche. I actually thought the story was really good. For all you Smallville fans out there, people who wrote the screenplay was Alfred Go and Miles Miller, who did Smallville, and they've also worked on Spider-Man 2 and Lethal Weapon 4. And Shanghai Nights, actually all movies that I really like as well. And they did a great job. Also, Marty Noxon was also working on screenplay, and she's done Buffy and Angel. So you got, a really good, team working on that, and they came out really great. And the cast was good as well. I love Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah, he was really good as Henry. This book was this movie is based off of a book titled I Am Number 4
by Pittacus Lore. Actually, it's two authors who collaborated on the book. That's their pen name. Joby Hughes and James Frey. And we haven't read the book, but I'm tempted to read it because the movie was a really good story.
I was tempted. Like, after I watched this movie, I gotta say that when number 6 showed up, it was like, bam, I am on the screen now. Especially towards the end of the fight scene when his love interest met number 6. There's just this intense of, she just had, not that they were staring each other down, but you could clearly see that someone was intimidated by number 6.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm ready to ship these two. Which I said, Katrina, I have the perfect name. Like people have Clark and Lana, that's Klana or Clois, or, Blair and Chuck is, Chair. I said, I have the perfect ship for number 4 and number 6. Number 10.
Number 10. It makes perfect sense.
So, I was ready to look up. I was looking up information, trying to find, like, what happens to all these characters later. But only the first book has come out.
Yeah, before the book was even published, the movie, they already bought the rights to do the movie. And
so clearly there's high hopes for it. The movie did leave off with intentions of a sequel.
Which I hope they do.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
It was surprisingly good. It's not like Twilight at all. Go see that movie. The cast is great. You have Diana Agron from Glee. She's on there. She's probably one of the biggest, one of the most well-known teenagers in there. Alex Pettyfer, who plays the number 4, he did a great job. Mm-hmm. He did an awesome job. I did not know he was foreign.
He's got a busy.
He was great.
years here because he's also doing that movie Beastly with Vanessa Hudgenson.
Yeah. That actually looked kind of interesting. I like Beauty and the Beast. I like the story of it. But yeah, he did a phenomenal job. You know, these English action actors and these Australian actors are just coming over here, and I mean, and they're taking over.
I'm sure
So
over
far, I
there.
don't
I'm
mind.
sure other people like our actors overseas and stuff.
Well, I'm just saying they're just a lot of them are coming over here. He did a really good job
Yeah,
with
I
his
would.
accent.
Yeah, his American accent was really great. You couldn't really tell at all.
You know, you couldn't. Teresa Palmer, who played number 6, man, she was so phenomenal. And she was so phenomenal. I was actually waiting to see her throughout the whole entire movie. I was watching
I'm
really
curious
wanted
to
see
know if anybody's watching this and they've read the book and if you've seen the movie, like how would you respond to it? Because that was a really, really great movie.
It was.
So
I really
if
liked it.
someone says the book was 1,000,000 times better than this crap, I'd be like, well, dang, how good is that book?
Right. Well, you do have 2 people working on it, you know, creative minds coming together to make something awesome. Yeah. But the movie itself, like, I know some people are like, oh, I'm sick of the whole teenager with superpowers and then there's a girl that's not like him. And
you know what? The thing about teenagers with superpowers is, like, the angst gets on my nerves. Like, of course there's teenagers, there's going to be some angst. Yeah. But, you know, like, when you watch Claire on Heroes or something like that, she's like, I'm a freak because I can heal. Like, he found out that he had some superpowers, and it inconvenienced him a little bit, but then he's like, I'm going to go outside in the woods and practice.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's what I like. When people are like, oh, I wish I was normal. It's bad enough that I'm beautiful. Why am I immortal? Why will I be young and immortal and beautiful forever?
Woe is me.
Never have a wrinkle on my face.
Curse perfection. Curse you. Curse you.
No, it's not like that.
It's not like that at all. I mean, I thought it was very good. And then, of course, you got Jake Abel playing Mark, who's this bully type of person.
He played the half brother to Sam and Dean on Supernatural. Yeah. He was a little nutso
in this movie, but he did a good job too, and I thought so, and I thought there's some scenes in there that is kind of like, oh my goodness, punch this dude right now. But and there's just sometimes like, oh my goodness, run away from this dude, he's psycho. Kevin Durand plays the bad guy.
He's a great bad guy.
He's a great bad guy.
And you know what? I thought that looked like him. It sounded like him, but it was enough with the makeup and his voice changed a little bit to kind of throw me off. Like, I'm like, that has to be him, but I don't know. They just did a good job.
They did a great job. Kevin Durand plays a great bad guy. Even when he doesn't have a stitch of makeup on him, he looks like a bad guy.
He'll always be Martin Keamy to me, though. The man who killed Benjamin Linus's daughter.
Well, Russell Crowe got him good in 3:10 to Yuma, so every time he plays a character I don't like, I just think about that scene when he's stabbing him in the neck with the fork.
Okay. Just think about the scene when he's stabbing him with a fork.
Yes.
If only he used a spoon.
Oh, Alan Rickman.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, this movie was great. I thought the romance did not take over the movie, did not take over the action of the story or anything. And actually, they gave a really good reason why there was so much, like, there was the romance that was in there.
Well, why? Because there's not, like, a lot of scenes, and in my head, I'm kind of like, why are you so in love, like, this fast? But, you know, they give an explanation.
It, so.
At least on his part. So, I thought maybe they could have had a little bit more chemistry, but I don't know if it's because there was anything lacking on their part, or it's just because when number 6 showed, it was like, BAM! I'm here!
Like, number 6, like, that's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah.
That's
when
my
you
girl.
When you see number 6 in action, you'll love everything. You will be good. You'll be so good. You'll be like, man, she's one of the coolest
She's so
female
cool.
characters on
She's
screen.
so cool. I wish I had the talent that Teresa Palmer has on screen. Because if I did, I would go out for like big roles and stuff. Because I mean, she was just amazingly awesome. As soon as she stepped on the screen, she commanded.
Whoever choreographed those scenes, the action scenes, it was just amazing. It was just so done right. It was just so done right. I think I'm going to see it again.
I think I am too. And it deserves to be seen a second time. Because that movie, it knocked my socks off. I could not believe how good that movie was.
If you're hearing negative reviews, I would say just go see it for yourself.
Yeah, go
because
see it for yourself.
And you be the judge, because it deserves a fair shot. It was really good. It really was.
Yes. Well, anyways, tell us what you think. Leave a comment if you have seen it, especially if you read the book. I really want to know what people think about the movie after they've read the book. So please leave a comment. I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.